The Devastator is here! What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, and today we're going to react to XM Studios' latest statue from their Dark Knight's metal line, the Devastator. So if you guys know me, I'm a huge Doomsday fan. I'm also a huge Dark Knight's metal fan, and this is a version of Bruce Wayne who injected himself with the Doomsday serum or whatever to take on a rampaging Superman. So it's a Bruce Wayne, what if Bruce Wayne became Doomsday type of character. So impressive piece. I am already going to pick up the Prime 1 Studio one. They have a 1/3 scale line of these same statues. XM Studios, being the smart marketers that they are, they're doing a 1/4 scale line. So we're going to take a look at the specs and the pictures, and we'll give my thoughts on this statue. Might be a little bit bias involved because I really do like this character. So the Devastator by XM Studios is a 299 edition size piece. There will only ever be 299 of these in existence, so super low edition size. Retail price is 1,899 Singapore dollars, which converts to about 1,350. So not really that bad considering, first of all, the edition size makes it a great price, and the overall size of this piece, 1,350, that's comparable to like a sideshow large character like this. Think Juggernaut or their Doomsday or other large characters that they've done. So we know the price, we know the edition size. Let's take a look at the pictures, and we're gonna start with this artistic looking shot that you can see with the edited background. It's got the red sky, kind of like a nod to the Crisis events, the lightning going down. Devastator looks amazing. It's basically Doomsday, but he's got like a different costume that he's ripping out of, and he's got like those bat ears, the red eyes. And the second picture shows us the statue in full with the specs. So let's go over that. 60 centimeters tall, which is about 23.5 inches. The depth is just about the same. It's just 2 centimeters shy of that. And then 51 centimeters in its width, which is about 20 inches wide. So he's a big looking piece, but it's one of those where it seems pretty compact within those dimensions. So not too bad there. Digging what I'm seeing so far. He's got the type of pose that you would expect from a monstrous character like the Devastator. You can see his left arm kind of moving forward, like he's smashing those rocks there. The rocks kind of have this illusion of movement, like they've been through some type of explosion. We can see the scale next to the XM Studios mug and those kind of spikes coming out of the base, similar to the spikes that are coming out of Devastator's body. Moving on to the next picture, we can see a little bit more of a closer look. You can see the texturing in the costume on his forearm there. You can see the rough texture of his skin moving up to those spikes on his shoulders, and man, it's giving me like Super Shredder vibes, the way he's got these huge shoulder pads of spikes. You can see that emblem on the middle of his chest. That's giving me like Blackest Night vibes. I can't really remember the significance of that, but either way, we're moving up to the face, the portrait. You can see that screaming portrait. He's got those teeth showing. You can see the tongue, the red eyes, the beard made of spikes, and again, those like Batman ears, which look like they're his real ears. Let's keep it moving, see what else they show us. So more of a close-up. You could even see like the muscle tendons in his neck. You can see the tattered costume over his shoulder. A closer look at the tongue. You can see the texture. It almost looks like a cat tongue or something like that. The paint applications look great. They did a 1/4 scale Doomsday, and this one obviously has a very similar paint job, playing with those different hues and shadows of gray. Here is a piece of the rock with a manhole cover, just kind of showing you the explosive nature of this base. Very dynamic. Here we have a better look at that right leg. So starting down at the bottom, of course, he's got those monstrous feet with those nasty toenail claws. He's even got spikes protruding out of the back of his heel. Moving up through those tattered pants, you can see his calves have spikes protruding, his knee, his thigh, and you can see the paint application surrounding those ripped pieces of costume. It's like a little bit more whiter. Looks great. You could even see the folds in those sculpted in pants along with the texturing, sparing no detail as usual with XM. You've got these rusty looking rocks that he's stepping on. You can see his left foot here with those nasty toenails. Man, he's got some hammers. Here goes a close-up of one of the spikes. Not really sure why they showed this picture, but you can see the jagged nature, almost the bone-like nature of those spikes coming out of his body. Here's another angle, playing with shadowing and lighting. XM Studios been killing it with the pictures. You can see a little fire hydrant, just like a little Easter egg to show you that he was in part of a city at one point. Now it's totally destroyed. Got that right arm cocked back. Cock Diesel. And then here's the back. Nice shot of those glutes. Looks like he doesn't skip leg day doing them squats and deadlifts. Then you got those spikes going up his spine. Looks great. Huge monstrous character. Love it. So from the other angle where the rocks are exploding, not sure that I really love this angle. I mean, I think with a 3D statue, it should really look good from all angles, and this one doesn't. It looks like you could really only pose this one way to get a good shot of it. But, you know, I still like the whole concept of exploding rocks that he's smashing through. Look at this angle. This one looks great. You can see his face looking monstrous and imposing as he's got that left fist balled up punching those rocks. All right, here we go. I love it when they pair this up next to an actual person. You could see how massive he is. So even though he's only, what, 23 inches tall or what have you, it's a massive character with a huge presence. All right, here goes another angle. It looks like there aren't really any switch outs here, right? Looks like the same portrait that we've been seeing the whole time. Here's more of a downward shot. I don't really like how his right arm kind of disappears from this angle. So you might want to be cautious on where you display this guy. Here's a money shot, man. That close up of his face. I love it. I love the monstrous type of characters. I like how the red eyes have a glow around there as well. Looks awesome. I like the character design too, giving you the hint of Batman with that head sculpt. Here goes a close-up of the base, so you can see those pipes, the fire hydrant that I mentioned, and those spikes kind of protruding out of the rock. He actually has bits and pieces of the rock on his left fist as well, so I think that was a cool touch. A close-up of that hand showing what I was just describing, showing the bone nature again of those claws, and I like how it's black going to bone color, switching it up a little bit from the traditional Doomsday. But look how you could even see the vein in his forearm, the muscles. You can see those clenched fingers. They look awesome, man. The detail is incredible. Then we have that right hand that I mentioned earlier, and you can see his kind of Wolverine-esque claws coming from the top of his hand. Looks awesome. Again, with his ripped fabric, we're so used to seeing Doomsday with that green containment suit, so this is a nice switch up from that. All right, so I want to give a shout out to the artist here. The 2D design by Richard Frederici and the 3D sculpt by Julian Core. XM Studios design and development team weighing in on this as well. Now, the estimated weight on this guy is going to be about 40 pounds, so you're going to want to make sure you have a sturdy shelf for the Devastator. It doesn't look to be licensed for the United States. I don't think they have a quarter scale DC license for the US, so it's limited to the Southeast Asia region that they have on the site: Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Korea, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, of course, where it's produced, Taiwan, Thailand, and Vietnam. This video is brought to you by THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. That Spider-Man Booth is now doing subscription boxes. The November box will include 2 exclusive variants. The first one is a Do You Poo with a cover by Alex Cormack, as well as a Fathomania 1 with cover art by Mike Vasquez. It'll also include 5 random comics with at least 1 store exclusive, giving you a $100 retail value for just $50. Make sure to check out ThatSpiderManBooth.com and sign up today. Let me know what you think about the Devastator in the comments down below. I wish I was doing more of these videos when Prime 1 revealed theirs, man. I don't even remember what it looks like. I know it was during their Prime 1 Studio Showcase video and I fell in love with it. And being that I'm collecting a huge 1/3 scale line of this same thing, I probably won't do the quarter scale versions, but you never know where life will take us, man. So let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.
DJ Links.